know. I like that, man. How y'all doing tonight? Damn, man. I swear to God, look at this. 1, 2, 3. Y'all like rabbits. The fucking time I turn around, there's 4 more people in this goddamn place. Damn, man. Blonde. Little young thing. My babies, I gotta be careful. My baby's sitting up front. I just gotta get this shit together. Everybody doing all right? The P word. Who asked Rosie what the P word was? Who said that? Where you at? Come on, own up. You just in the dark. And you just want to be enlightened. Right? It's okay. I get that light out of my eye and see you. There you go. You can speak up. This is interactive. I talk, you answer, you talk, I answer. I'm going to enlighten you. Pussy. I don't do this too often. But I'm going to be nasty tonight because I got a problem. I heard some disparaging shit. I heard, through the grapevine, that some of you men out there, I won't want to kiss no pussy. No, man, I've seen dudes gag. I used to drink coffee with a motherfucker, man. I'd sit there and walk in the morning, and he'd see me back in there, and I'd go back in the bathroom, you know, a little soap dispenser, and I'd take some of that soap, and I'd get it all in my hand, and it gets all white and stuff, and then I'd put it all in my beard and shit like that. And I'd walk out and sit down there, and I'd look at him and go, Mary! And he'd just gag in that coffee and start puking. Man, you don't really do that, I said, like a goddamn champ. If I hook a diving board up on the end of my bed and get my woman's leg spread far enough, I'd do a double flip, triple back somersault and land in that son of a bitch face first. You know what I'm saying? They'd be calling a hydraulic record crew to come get my ass out of that son of a bitch. I ain't gonna, she's gonna sit here and I probably won't get any pussy for a week because I already pointed her ass out and I don't want to look at her now. I'm just gonna kind of like look over her ass like she ain't here. Because she tell you, man, beat my ass out of that son of a bitch. She used to lay on her back, now she lays on her side. So when she's done ready for me, it's like, get the fuck out of there. Leave it alone, stop, go away. No, I heard about that and I don't understand this. You know, and man, there's a thing, I heard this the other day, this is true. I heard a statement that said that women are aroused by what they hear, while men are aroused by what they see. Isn't that true? Ladies, if you want that pussy kissed, you gotta show it to them. That's pretty goddamn easy to figure out, isn't it? Super Bowl my ass, kiss this. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that remote control, get over here, look. If you get between him and TV, you'll get a little tone. See? And guys, what you see. If you see it, dive on that son of a bitch and go, it won't hurt you, and whether you believe it or not, it will not bite you back. That's a bad rule. See that? You remember, man, when I was a kid, when I was in high school, how many guys, raise your hand, how many guys heard of that proverbial snapping pussy? You ever hear about that? We were laughing. You hear about that when you were in high school? Guys all like that girl got one of this snapping pussy, that thing rapping, that thing just, you know, it works when you have to move her hips. That's a bull. I looked for that bitch for 20 years. I still ain't found her. You know, and then when I got this woman, and I was 14 years old, and I was this 29-year-old lady. And she said, and I said, what if she's the snapping pussy? Oh no. You know, because it put my face there. You know, I'd never get out. So finally she convinced me, you know, to get, and I did, and 3 days later she was like, 911. I got this man down here, some bitch won't get out. They said, how old is he? He said, 14. He said, that's your problem. That boy, you know, he's young enough. You let that boy down there, he's done. You're ruined. And it's true. My theory is men, y'all don't love this shit. Men will hate you for it. Women hate you for it. It don't make any difference because it's true. If you listen to me, like Bo said, I believe in reality. Because y'all spend too much time bullshitting each other and then you spend the rest of the time trying to make everybody believe it. See, the reality of the situation is men should not be allowed to have pussy until we're 30. You understand? No man should be allowed to get any pussy until you're 30 years old. This girl sitting here looking at me got a look on her face like, you lying son of a bitch. No, honey, it's true. Honestly, God, if you think about it, we're stupid fucks anyway, and you know it. See, we know it, we won't admit it, you all know it, and you're constantly telling us about it. Am I true? Is that right? Because we don't know we're asking for a mailbox. Now, you take a boy 12 years old, 14 years old, and you give him some pussy, that son of a bitch is ruined. You hear me? He is done. The rest of his life is over and finished with, because he ain't thinking about nothing but what? Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I knew you'd do it, fat cat. I'm looking at the girl, and she's standing there going, I ain't gonna say it. No, I'm not gonna say it. You can say it. Can you say it? You can't say that, can you? Can you say wah-wah? No, that's okay. You don't have to say it. That's why I'm up here. I'm up here to help you out. Men should not be allowed to have any pussy until they're 30. It takes us 30 years to get our shit figured out. Stuff like wiping our own ass, putting the toilet seat down, separating clothes. You men do that. You don't do washing. Men are so goddamn stupid. I do it. I admit it. I grab all that shit, throw it all in there, and dump it in a bottle of Clorox. After about 4 or 5 goddamn loads, they all look the same anyway. I got no problems. Women standing over there going, that ain't right. I say, shit, see me about 5 weeks from now. It'll all be right. I ain't got no problems. What's wrong with you? So it takes us 30 years to figure this shit out. Now, on the other hand, see, women reach that sexual peak. When do y'all get your sexual peak? About 30, 35. 35 is usually it, Men hit it at 18. Now, is God funny or what? You know what I'm saying? I went to church. I spent 1 year going to church looking up at that crucifix going, wow. I'm 18 years old. I want to do something. I said, and you date, like when you're young, and people tell you got to date your own age. You got to date people within your, because it was unheard of for an 18-year-old guy to be out with a 35-year-old woman. You used to do shit like that. People look at you and poke fun at you. I say, shit, if you see an 18-year-old guy with a 35-year-old woman, be happy for him. They're having sex goddamn jungle animals can't think about it. You know what I'm saying? They're having that kind of sex. If they did it at the zoo, the goddamn lions would be sitting there going, right? The giraffes are sitting there doing this number. Damn. Be happy for them. Excuse me. That choked me up, man. I gotta be real. But seriously, you gotta, when you're having sex, women, y'all got a problem, and if you can't get a man to kiss your pussy, I gotta tell you why. How many of you, show me hands, ladies, how many of you got them goddamn fingernails? Put your hand, you got those, I saw yours all the way from up here. What's your fingernails look like? They're short. What's your fingernails look like? You got the claws, don't you? Let me explain to you why you might have a problem, even if you do manage to show it to him. See what I'm saying? Because you're going, and he's looking at your hands. And he's saying, bullshit. Because I know, when he's down there munching that old goddamn Bush Highway, and you get all excited, reach down and grab your shake and go, you're so cute. She's sitting there going, I know what you're talking about. And you reach down there, what do you do? What do you grab him? You grab his hair? Do you really? Grab his hand, grab him by the ears? You lucky. You're lucky, because if women sink their goddamn fingers in behind that ear back there, and I've got scars. Y'all can't do that shit. Now once you get him by the hair. See, do the man favor, get him by the hair. And guys, if you want to get some pussy, I don't care what this is, I'm giving you some dating tips here. This is 1996 dating tips. Guys, you want to eat pussy? Grow a ponytail. Ask me how I know. You put that baby in a ponytail, let me tell you, that's a subliminal message. You don't have to say shit to a woman. But when she sees that ponytail, she looks at you and she thinks to herself, here's a man who cares enough to give me a goddamn rubber. And you steer that son of a bitch anywhere you want him to go. You want him down, you want him up, you want him left, right, you want him out, you want him in. You just grab that ponytail, you steer that son of a bitch all over like a goddamn Indy race car. You know what I'm saying? You can do anything you want to do if he's got a ponytail, and man, you ain't got to do shit. Just stand there and stick that ponytail out that air and say, hi, my name is Bob. And they'll go for it. So I want to do that. I want to give you all some tips. Men, there's a little thing you need to know about dating women. Works like this. And this is a hot tip. So any guys want to take notes, I want to see you take notes. Don't fuck up. Okay? I'm going to give you a hottest tip. If you want to get laid, this is the only thing you will ever need to know. Guaranteed. When you see a woman you'd like to jump on the old bed sheets with, do a little bed sheet boogie, all you got to do is walk up to her and say, "You have a clock radio? What station is it set to?" Rock. See, all you have to know is what radio station she has set on her clock radio, and I guarantee you get some pussy. If it's a rock station, then all you got to do while you're dating her is let her know that you've got a 4-month supply of those goddamn metal studded leather rubbers. Well, she's a rock fan, she'll go for that shit. See what I'm saying? What if she listens to that elevator music shit? You know what I'm saying? The violins, you know? Violins, cello, and all that, you know? She listens to all that, you just tell her, say, "Darling, I love having my bow waxed." Yeah, that one never gets there. But if she listens to, what do you hear your station set at? 104, what country? Now that's the easy one, see, because if she has that radio station set to country, all you got to do is buy her a goddamn pair of spurs and learn to weed like a palomino. She'll be right there. Okay? Now, if she listens to that real quiet, silly shit, then you have to do like every other single man in the country does or come wash day. Make it a small load and do it by hand, because you ain't getting no pussy from that one. She ain't giving up diddly shit. You see how easy that is? Yeah, small load, do it by hand. It takes time, you know. I'll tell you what, we'll finish this off. I did this last week, I'm going to do it again one more time. I'm just going to finish with this right here. A lot of people have nothing to do with pussy. I'm done with pussy, you can relax now. I'm not going to say it no more. Because I can tell you got a little long in the tooth there when I start saying pussy. And see, look at it. See? Oh shit, it's the beginning. Now, y'all notice I talk a little funny. I'm not from here. I've been in Alabama 22 years. I came here from New York City. I had people 22 years ago look at me. Today, 22 years later, they look at me and they going, "Boy, you talk funny. Where you from?" I said, "New York." They said, "That explains that." When I came down here 22 years ago, I didn't know anybody, didn't know a soul. Moved into Birmingham, I figured hell everybody had to be somewhere, and I was already here. And I decided in order for me to make friends, I had to find the common ground. I had to find some way to get in there with these buddies, with these girl boys, down at the coffee shop I went to. And damn, man, all you guys hunt. Everybody in this state hunts and fishes. That's it. If you don't hunt, you fish. You know, and I can understand the fishing, but y'all arming women and putting them out in the woods with guns and telling them to shoot shit that moves. You know what I mean? I don't understand that shit. Because first of all, a woman don't need a gun. See, when a woman gets a hunting license, what you do with a woman is you give her a hunting license that says, "This motherfucker's only good when you have a PMS." Because you put a woman in the woods having PMS, and she spot a deer way off in the back there, and she'll look at that deer, and that deer turn around and look at her. And that woman stand there and look at that deer and go, "Die, motherfucker!" That deer say, "Fuck it." Arming women and putting them in the woods, man, I don't understand it. But I'll tell you what I did. I went down to the sporting goods store and I told the guy, I said, "Look, I want to impress my buddies. And I want to do something, I want to hunt, I want to, what would I hunt that would really make a good impression on these guys? I mean, what am I going to do that would really, when I go down to the coffee shop, I want to wow the shit out of these guys. What do I do?" He looked at me and he said, "Boy, you need to hunt some bear." I said, "Oh shit. I got to hunt a bear." He said, "Don't worry about it. So I'm going to give you the biggest, best damn bear gun I got. I'm going to give you a map, show you all them bear at. And I'm going to sell you a license so you won't get beside the law, So I bought the damn big goddamn bear gun. Took my map, went out and bought a 4-wheel Jimmy. Some bitch had tires on that big. You know what I'm saying? I could ride over 16 quarter horses and get 12 cents change. Big old Jimmy. So I went out into the woods, and first morning I got up, Saturday morning I got up and went out way out there in the woods and came up on this bear, and he was laying out there in the grass, just kind of rolling around. Big goddamn grizzly bear. Oh, I mean big. I laid that gun out there and I laid up straight on his ass and I eased back on that trigger and I said, smoke flying every damn where. The smoke got away and I looked. Bear was gone. I said, damn. About that time I felt a tap on my shoulder. looked around and it was a bear. Now, it ain't bad enough that I gotta miss a goddamn bear with the world's biggest bear gun, right? But I gotta miss the world's only talking bear. Because this motherfucker looked me straight in the eye and he said, "That wasn't nice." I said, "Damn, I'm sorry." He said, "It ain't gonna get it." He said, "We got a code in the woods." I said, "What the hell's a code in the woods?" He said, "Well, if you shoot at me, I gotta eat you, I gotta fuck you." I said, "Damn." Damn. So after he had his way with me, I made my way back to camp, and I was sitting back there at camp just trying to bucket cold water, really, just get that ass cooled off. And I got a little bit more pissed off as time went on. I tended to take it personal, you know what I'm saying, sister? You know, it's mean. I'm just mean. And I decided I'm going to pick up my bear gun. I'm going back to round 2. I'm going to nail this motherfucker. So I go back out in the woods, and I catch him, and he run up on his own beehive. He's digging at honey out of the beehive. Now I'm 40 yards away. That ain't far. I got this big old damn cannon. I can't miss him, can I? Bullshit. I laid there right over there like that there. Damn. About that time I felt that on my shoulder. Looked at the bear and he said, "I thought I told you that wasn't nice." I said, "You did." He said, "Well, go to the hills." I said, "Oh, fuck." Damn. So after the second time I get back down, I'm sitting in ice cubes now, hell cold water, you know what I'm saying? I got space back here I could park my Jimmy in and I could walk home with the son of a bitch. And right about dinner time I finally had enough of this shit and I decided I'm going to get him one way or another. I snuck up on his ass and he was down, caught him down by the creek washing his nuts. Some bears washing his nuts and they didn't get down here and just, you know, and I thought now I got him because he really ain't paying attention. He ain't watching, he's totally off guard, you know, because men will tell you, man, you know, when you're doing shit with your nuts, that's like personal, you don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, you want to get a man off guard, you let him, just get him playing with himself, you can do anything you want to do, he won't even know you're there. You know, bear's the same way, big old bear down there, he's concentrating, he ain't watching shit, and I got my rifle on there, laid out there, and I said, "Oh, that smoke, oh shit." And I knew, you understand me? I didn't even have to turn around because I knew that motherfucker was right there. I just bent the fuck over. I said, "Well, goddamn." About that time I felt this big old cold nose up in my ear, you know? And he whispered in my ear and I was bent all over and he said, "You really ain't in this for a hunt, are you?" I'm in Crawford. You guys had a lot of fun. Thanks a lot.